Okay, we are going to do the weekly love readings. If you didn't see it last night, please have a look at the Native American Indian Medicine Wheel. By zodiac sign, it's all about your mind space, your emotions, your physical body, and your connection to spirit. Okay, so it's nice if you're not looking for something that's solely about love. Okay, sometimes it's good to do that and not just focus on ourselves, not just focus on, the person of our affections or the person we're in anguish over. It's nice to focus on yourself. Which area needs attention? Okay, so yeah, back to All Signs weekly love readings. I've done my nails so I don't feel trumpy today. So we're starting off with Aries. I'll do a 9-card spread. I'll get 3 cards for how you're feeling, 3 cards for how your person's feeling, and I'll get 3 cards for the outcome. I'll clarify why they feel the way that they feel. I'll get messages from them and I'll get you some advice from Spirit, okay? So this is for, goodness me, the final week of July 2025. I hope you're having a good lazy Saturday. Spirit guides, the universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aries' highest good. How is Aries feeling in this final week of July 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Aries is feeling. Oh, right. Okay, 2 cards in combination. We've got the Temperance, Major Arcana for Sagittarius, in the upright position. In the reverse position, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So at the moment, Aries, you're trying to find balance in your life. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles is someone that's very nurturing, very like a good provider, but generous, you know, giving. It's to do with money. Pentacles is money, being able to provide for children, being able to provide for nieces and nephews, anyone that's dependent on you, parents, anybody, brothers and sisters. If that was upright, I'd say that you're trying to be a Queen of Pentacles, but when it's reversed, it could be that there's a lot of money going out, a lot of spending. It could be that things are quite tight because maybe outgoings have increased, you know, like bills. I think try to be mindful of how you're spending. Maybe you could incur some debt if you're not careful. Like try to curtail, you know, if you swing between being tight with money or being almost outrageous with it, maybe try to curtail that. because there may be goals that you've got. You know, as an Aries, you are fire energy. You are fire energy, and you know, the temperance is all about finding equilibrium. You see the 2 cups here. It's about getting the balance just right so that then you can have solid ground to stand on and strive for your goals. The archer is ready to hunt. They're ready to go out and get what they want. You can't do that if you don't have a steady footing, okay? So just be careful. Be careful with money at the moment, okay? Maybe you can like reduce some subscriptions, or I've got to like change things like my car insurance, because you know, I've got to make sure I'm getting the right deal. I need to get on Travel Supermarket and Travel Supermarket. What's the one where you screen scrape? Is it Money Supermarket? There you go. It's a year since I did it, but I'm going to screen scrape. I'm going to find the best deal to make sure I'm not getting ripped off. You know, because you can save like chunks of money here and there. Guys, I'm not answering personal questions. These are collective readings by zodiac sign. You can follow your sign, or you can follow the sign of your person to see what's going on in their long-term narrative, which will give you the answer that you're looking for. Okay. It's okay. If I get to 1,000 subscribers and I get my 3,000 watch hours, I can take super chats, and then, you know, I can answer questions. Maybe I'll do like some Q&A lives, because I know that a lot of you want that. But I'm not eligible until I've got 3,000 watch hours, and I'm on like 1,700 and something. So if I can get my subscribers up, I'll try to like, you know, give you what you want, because I think there's a lot of people would like that. Okay, so Aries, the next card coming up for you are the Death card, major for Scorpio. The King of Cups upright, okay? Being very generous of heart, caring, forgiving, calm. 2 of Cups, falling in love, okay? That's when you first date someone and you realise you're falling in love with them. 2's at the beginning of a cycle, you see. If it was 6 of Cups, I'd say, you know, you in a relationship for years, or, you know, 8 of Cups is like the end of a marriage or relationships, walking away. 2's at the beginning of a cycle, because the numbers run from 0 up to 10. See, this is new love. Oh, hi, Ashley, welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. I'm not taking personal questions. I can't do that until I get to 3,000 watch hours. Because I'd require super chats, okay? I can't do super chats until I get to 3,000 watch hours. So you can watch the sign of your person, or watch your sign to see what's going on in that long-term narrative. That's what I do readings for, okay? Collective readings by zodiac sign. 3 of Wands reversed. The 3 of Wands is about, it's when you've been in the planning phase. It's then about taking action. It's about taking action, but that's reversed. And then we've got The Wheel of Fortune reversed. What is this? The Emperor reversed and the Lovers reversed. Goodness me. So your major arcana's here, but reversed, so you're not showing leadership. There's a karmic cycle that needs to be broken because we've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. That means bad luck. Until you wake up and heed the red flags, you are not going to get out of this cycle. I'm a bit concerned, Aries, because I think you're a very generous person. I think you're very accomplished. And when we've got the Lovers reversed, that's unrequited love. Okay, it's not a divine union. This is one person feeling like they love someone unconditionally and the other person not loving unconditionally. It's unrequited love. Okay, this is not a match. You're not showing your leadership. You've gone soft over someone and you're going to receive bad luck until you get away from them, till you end it. Okay, so take action. Come into your power. As an emperor, you cannot let the empire fall. You must not do that. If someone is using you for money, if someone's never good for money, if it always seems like they're going to pay you back, they're no good. Okay, if they're never in a steady job, it's no good. You are the emperor. You need a confidant. You need someone that you can be, soft and gooey with, but someone who could also step up in your place if need be. Like they need to have the makings of an emperor. This person does not appear to love you back. It's not enough just to say, like, I love you. That's not enough, is it? People abuse those words. There needs to be... you can fall in love, but it doesn't mean you're a divine union. It's very easy to fall in love. You think that everyone is your soulmate when you're in your 20s, everyone that you fall in love with, and you get to like your 30s and your 40s and you realise like love isn't enough. Like love didn't make that work. It still ended. So a divine union is when you're agreeing to have a relationship with someone from the 5D and then you actuate it in the 3D and it has to happen. There could be a partnership that needs to happen and it's not happening because you're wasting your time with someone who's really not in alignment with you. Like it's infatuation. You may feel like you've fallen in love with them, but you're going to find things out about them that make you wake up and smell the coffee. Do you know what I mean? And then you're like, okay, I fell in love with them, but I can fall out of love with them. This is like, being with someone for very profound exchanges, like very, very deep. You feel like this person is home. You feel safe with them. They think and feel the same way as you about stuff. You're a fantastic partnership because you've known them in a previous life. It's not the same as just falling in love. Falling in love feels great, but that doesn't mean it's going to be forever. This is like a forever person. Look, the word here is destiny. So until you take action and take leadership of your own life, your destiny is being held back from you. I hope that makes sense. If you're looking to ask individual questions, you can go to a different channel. I can't answer individual questions at the moment. I don't take super chats until I've got 3,000 watch hours. I'm on about 1,700 and something at the moment. So I'm close to two-thirds through that target. You can watch the sign of your person though, or watch your sign to see about the narrative, the long-term narrative. That's what I read for. Okay, so Aries, you've got the Six of Wands reversed. Now, that's followed by the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So there's something you feel unsuccessful when it comes to some sort of goal that you have. You know, when the Six of Wands is upright, it's like when you graduate from uni or when you qualify, you know, maybe like what's that service that you have in the military? Is it pass up or something? I don't know. Sorry if I got that wrong. But when you say, like, when you complete a course and you suddenly are able, like, to be like a certified tradesman or something, or you set up a business, you know, and you make money from it, like, the Six of Wands is like celebration. It's like victory, success, being recognized for your achievements. That's reversed, okay? So you don't have what you want at the moment. As a fire sign, there's something that you wish to master, okay? There's some sort of leap that you want to take. There's some sort of investment that you want to make. You have got your eyes on some sort of prize, okay? And you're waiting for inspiration. You know, this is a blank canvas waiting to be painted. So you're trying to assess, like, what is it that I want? Like, how do I achieve it? There's something that you feel unfulfilled over, okay? And maybe you're still trying to work out what that is. It's like your goals change, don't they? Like, maybe you always wanted to get married, maybe you always wanted to have kids, and then either it happens and you think, well, there's something still missing, or, you know, you have kids, they're all grown up, they move out, and then you need to find something else, okay, to fill that void. So it's just a changing status. It's like a transition, like a milestone, you know. Another, grown-ups go through transitions, not just children. We talk about the importance of transition, don't we, for children all the time, in early development, but we must think about transitions for young people, for middle-aged people, for people who are very mature. We need to think about their transitions because life is a series of transitions, right? Right, so let's find out who's showing up for you then. Who's showing up for Aries? Someone they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in. And you're showing up as a queen, so you could be married or divorced or someone with lots of responsibilities. You could be widowed. Right, so someone that's showing up in your reading is at the moment Nine of Cups reversed. So they're not happy, they're not fulfilled as an individual. If it was upright, you know, they would feel satisfied, they would feel contented. You know, look, this is something that's been achieved or mastered, like this, you know, statue that's being like carved. Carved isn't the right word, is it? What is it with stone? Like chiseled out of stone. And you know, that would be like, yeah, I'm really happy with what I've built, with what I've achieved. I'm contented. And then this is like, I'm not happy. I'm just not, my cups are not filled. Okay, like as an nines are about individuals, it's not about the family. It's about this person as an individual. They are unfulfilled. I think you're more focused on some sort of financial goal at the moment, Aries, because you've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is growth and expansion. They're more concerned with emotions and feelings and whether they're satisfied, like, emotionally in life. So it's slightly different things that you're trying to rectify, you and this person. Let's get two more for them. The Fool. This person's ready to take a leap of faith with someone, and this is a love reading, right? I get the feeling that they're single. Look at the way the dove is carrying the rose. This person doesn't want to be single. I think they're looking for a family life. Because the Nine of Cups, is like, if that was upright, they'd be like very contented by themselves. Queen of Swords reversed. Now I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind, sorry guys. This is a Queen of Swords, right? So Queen of Swords upright is someone who is very intellectual, truthful, wholesome. They're full of integrity. They love to serve the community. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's about facts, information, what's right and wrong. When swords are wielded in a dangerous way, when intelligence and communication is used against people, it could be the action of blocking people. It could be the action of confusing people, manipulating people. It could be the action of using really harsh words or blunt words, coldness. The Queen of Swords can be a card of severing ties. Okay, so divorce card. So I wonder if someone's in a marriage, because this is Queen, okay, so this is like a marriage or a relationship that's just not making them happy, like, at all, which happens in life, okay? It just means that the contract is finished. So I think this is someone who's getting divorced. They want out because they're genuinely unhappy. They're just not fulfilled as an individual in this situation. Preeti, I'm not taking individual questions. You could go to another channel and they might do that for you. I don't have enough watch hours yet. I'm doing collective readings by sign, by zodiac sign. You can watch your sign, or you can watch the sign of your person to see what's going on with them, which is suggested, to be honest. You need to understand what's going on in someone's heart and in their minds to know why they make the decisions that they make. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, because a lot of you want it, I'll try to do a Q&A live, but I can't do that yet. Okay, 10 of Pentacles upright for the outcome. Now, this is really nice. I don't think this is something that you are... Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. When you partner up with someone, you can more easily get to the 10 of Pentacles, right? That's what everyone's trying to work towards. I think, because what I wanted to say was, I don't think you're manifesting this person in, but I do think you're manifesting like a goal. And I think they're probably manifesting you, Aries. You have to, when you put your lives together and you combine income and savings, you only do that because you love and trust someone, because you're in love with them. You see them as a soulmate. You see them as a divine counterpart. So the 10 of Pentacles upright is a beautiful card for an outcome. That's what everyone's trying to achieve, whether that's, you know, 2 people in a frenzy van travelling around, 2 people on dogs, 2 people in kids, you know, a forever home. That's what everyone's trying to achieve, lasting generational wealth. And it's in the outcome upright. I just want you to let that sink in, because this barely happens, guys. Normally it's like drama. So it's looking really good. I'm going to get a couple more cards for the outcome, and then I'll get you the timing. Right, why is the Empress reversed? What on earth? See, the Empress upright it's Taurus and Libra energy, okay? The Empress, or Andromeda in this deck, she attracts, she does not chase. She is supposed to be rescued. She is supposed to be, you know, in her divine feminine energy, whether you're male or female. This is about being happy within yourself, fulfilling your life's dreams, life's purpose, you know, being contented and satisfied with what you have, and being that much like smiling and happy and enjoying your life that you attract your mate, okay? Like the Empress attracts, she does not chase. So I don't know why the Empress is in reverse. Someone's not feeling abundant financially, emotionally, you know, attractiveness wise. Maybe they don't have the time for love. An Empress is the highest status in the tarot deck. She's equal to the Emperor. And Aries, you are the Emperor. Okay, that's now just clicked because I had to talk it through. But I just realised that your major arcana came out. Oh my god, you've got a divine counterpart coming in. You're going to get married again. Oh my god, you've got the Empress and the Emperor. You're the Emperor. You're going to meet your Empress. Which makes total sense, because this person isn't feeling good about themselves at the moment. They're going through divorce. They're probably scared. They're probably grieving. Even if it was their choice, it may not be their choice, okay? But they're being forced into a new chapter. But they're supposed to be with you, and you're supposed to be with them. And I'm getting really excited. Holy cow. I mean, if the Emperor and the Empress can't have the 10 of Pentacles, who can? You're gonna rule the world, guys. You're gonna rule the world. Um, let's get one more for the outcome. I'm getting giddy now. Retreat. There you go. Okay, so following divorce, a lot of people go into a period of isolation. That's completely healthy, okay? Because what we don't want to do is rebound, okay? Going out, getting drunk, sleeping with someone isn't going to get you over what's happened, okay? You have to process it, you have to be isolated, you have to stay to yourself, you have to have your guard up because you've been hurt. It's a period of isolation because the answers lie within you. It's soul searching, it's shadow work. What part did I play in this relationship, in this union? What part did they play? What am I responsible for? What are they responsible for? What do I want next time? What did I have in this relationship? What did I not have that I need? Okay, because something was making this person very unhappy. So they need a period of reflection, and no one can give them the answers. Okay, it was their relationship. It was the person that they were living with, that they were in union with. They know what went down. No one else can tell them what they want or what they don't want, or what part they played. Um, it's just normal to look back and reflect and process. Virgos are like brilliant at reflection. Okay, so it's just normal. It's taking responsibility if anything was like something that was down to you, and it's placing responsibility on the other person and not letting us take all the heat for something if they're responsible for it. Okay, it's important. It's important to know what you want going forwards as well. How on earth can you paint your future and plan and make it happen and take action towards your future if you don't know what you want? So you both, I think their timeline's a little behind yours. So I'm going to take a flyer and say that this is going to come in a little while. However, it's very exciting to see them in your outcome and the Ten of Pentacles in your outcome. Let's get a time in. I can't wait any longer. When is this divine union, this divine partnership between the Empress and the Emperor going to happen? Okay, so I sit corrected. It could happen very soon. Somehow, you are going to meet someone that has recently gone through a divorce or going through a divorce, Aries, and they are supposed to be with you. You have everything that is going to make this person feel fulfilled as an individual, because it's going to, make them feel like this instead of like that. When something's divine, it's written in the stars. Okay, it was supposed to happen. It has to play out. You're supposed to be together. Okay. It says create space for it to happen sooner. So I don't think that that's anything you need. I don't think that's anything you need to do. I think it's on them. But because it's fated, I wonder if you're going to get thrown and like flung into each other's paths, I don't think. For example, they're not going to go on Match, or they're not going to sign up, to an app, or like say to their friends, like, please set me up with someone that you think would be good for me. They're not going to act upon this. They're not supposed to. They're the Empress. They're supposed to be rescued by you. Okay, so you're a fire sign. You're supposed to be the emperor. You take action, you plan, you achieve, you go for what you want. But I feel like you are looking to partnership, but I think you've got like certain goals that are going to be made more possible when you partner up with someone. But I don't think you're specifically looking for love. I think you're ambitious. I think you're goal orientated, goal driven. And I just think you're like doing your thing when this person comes across you somehow, like your paths cross. What is it that what are they coming out of? What was their deal? Let's find out. So we know what we're getting ourselves into. Someone was evasive, okay. They were selling a pipe dream. They were able to talk the talk enough to get this person to marry them, but then they didn't walk the walk, okay. So this person was stuck with someone, married to someone that lacked any substance. They just did not show up at all the way that this person needed. And that could be through time, it could be through money, it could be through love. Like, you have to maintain people, you have to look after people, your relationship with people. It doesn't just do itself. Okay, so someone who's like a type A personality that's obsessed with their like business often neglects like their relationship. And how many times does it end? Because not because that person only wanted them for their money, because that person was not giving any time, any attention. What that reflects to their partner is that they are, worthless, that they are not worth their attention, that they don't see them as a person anymore. Like, that is 100% on the person who is just putting every, waking minute into what they do. 1 hour a week isn't enough, is it? That's not a relationship, it's not a marriage. So never assume that, people are money grabbers. If they are, they would be that from the beginning. If someone's just like disappearing into the background because you become obsessed with what you do, that's 100% on you. Do you know what I mean? And it sucks. Like, how many times have you seen that in life? Sometimes people are like charlatans, like they say they've got this and that, and they haven't. But you kind of like only got what they're saying to go off of, right? And then you realise like they've got loads of debt, or they're constantly borrowing off people, and they're responsible, with money, that just don't understand, like they don't have a good relationship with money. Don't know how to save it, or I don't know, they've got addictions or something, addicted to gambling. I don't know, whatever. This person may just be like dysfunctional in whatever way. So this person got a dud when they married, okay? Spirit speaks, seek wisdom in prayer, but also have an open dialogue. Okay, so they could be trying to process with this hermit energy. It means isolation from other people that are presenting opportunities of love. It doesn't mean that they're not allowed to sit with friends or family and talk through what they've experienced. They could be doing that. They could be talking to doctors. They could be talking to counsellors. They could be just like, at home, like processing it. Like, they could be alone processing it, but they're in a period of retreat at the moment, which again is healthy, it's normal. Oh my God. What's not good sometimes is when you marry someone and you realise who they are and what they are, but you can't get them to leave. You know that they're not going to leave, right? Because if someone's very dysfunctional, they picked you because you're functional, right? They're a parasite, so they benefit from you are their supply, right? Whether that's money, whether that's a roof over their head, whether that's like you're not violent and they've always been around violence. They are getting several things out of the situation. It's very clever in a way. It comes from a source of trauma as a child, but they're very destructive towards you because they're not functioning. So they're getting their supply from you on a very, very basic level, but you are not getting fulfilled as an individual. Does that make sense? It's a parasitic energy. I don't like that. Very, very difficult to get rid of people like that. How do you get them out? It's just seen as a domestic, isn't it? It's just seen as domestic situation. They'll eventually break up. Some people refuse to leave forever. Like, they just say, no, I'm not going anywhere. What you do? Hi, Fairy in Red Beard. What you're searching for may not be what you truly want. I think this person, like a lot of people, thinks when you get married, it's just like, oh my goodness, it is like the secret to happiness, Everything's going to be smooth sailing from there on in. People do that. They put so much pressure on like one event in their life and they think that is going to be the answer to everything. It's not. You're always going to have really, really tough challenges in life. Everything's going to be difficult in life, but there's going to be loads of stuff that gives you happiness from different directions. So if you keep your life whole and varied, never put all your eggs in one basket. And that's not to say don't be committed in your marriage, but I think this person thought like it was just some sort of answer to all their problems. It could be someone who's just being quite sheltered or brought up very traditionally, and they're like, okay, like, who am I outside of marriage? Who am I outside of whatever this has become? It's very easy to lose your identity, or to have never really had one to start with. I think they're gonna like experience life in a whole way that they've never had it before when they come into contact with you. Everything's just gonna make sense. Everything's gonna be easier. Everything's gonna feel right. They're gonna feel like home, and it's not because of a bricks and mortar situation. It's not because of finances. It's not because of all of that security. It's because you're gonna be the right soul for them. You're gonna be the right soul for them. So this could happen very soon. I think because you're showing up as the Emperor, even though it's your major arcana, I think you are middle-aged or older. And I think they are too. You could be retirement age. Or anywhere in between. That's a lot of in between. Yeah, but the Emperor and the Empress are very established people. Very, very established. You've got a lot of career behind you, a lot of life experience behind you. Yeah. Right, I haven't done. What do I need to do now? What do I need to do? We've done a timer. Okay. We want advice, don't we? See with eyes of love. Well, for me, that's like when someone communicates with you, what is it that you're learning from them? Showing someone compassion, seeing like their weaknesses and seeing their strengths, like seeing everything about them. Because no one's perfect. We're not looking for the perfect person. We're looking for people who are functioning, people who have like good things going for them, and people who can take responsibility for their part in stuff, people who are prepared to be honest. We don't want liars, we don't want swindlers, we want people who are honest, people who are living their truth. Yeah, but they know that they've got good things going for them and they've got like healthy family like relationships. You want stuff like that, don't you? See with eyes of love. Also think it's about feeling abundant, this card, and like seeing the world like you're taking Aries, you're very busy and you're very like ambitious, but taking in like the way the light glimmers on the ocean or the sea, taking in like the shells on the beach, taking in like the rustling of the leaves and the wind, like stop and smell the roses, okay? It's very important to do that. Tangerine energizes and balances. That's creepy. In a like creepy tarot kind of way. The temperance is all about finding balance. The temperance is all about finding balance, energizes and balances. Okay, so you can put tangerine essential oil into your diffuser, use it in a hand cream, or a perfume. You can have supplements of it, you can cook with it. Let's get you some positive affirmations. I am grateful for all of the blessings in my life. How well does that go? I radiate confidence and self-assurance. Wonderful. I'm in an Emperor shard, right? I will speak my mind and share my feelings confidently, knowing they matter and can impact others. Okay, so if you are dwelling on something, if there's something fulfilled within you or something's bothering you, do communicate it, Aries. Okay, don't hold it, because it manifests in other ways when you don't communicate how you're feeling. When something's bothering you, you'll express it in other ways, like with certain behaviours that you're doing, whether that's being passive aggressive or, you know, festering on something and like eating too much, drinking too much, spending too much, exercising too much, exercising not enough. Like, it sends you all out of whack, sends you all out of balance. Okay. You are a person, so you're not expected to be like, you know, a stone statue, just in memoriam, like, to be admired and revered, yes, but you are also a human with feelings and emotions, and it's reciprocal energy. So to just expect to not have to let some of that out, you know, and share that energy exchange with other people isn't right. To expect that of yourself, like, you have to do that. Share your feelings confidently. Okay. You've got a lot to confidence here. And being grateful, see with eyes of love, be grateful for all the blessings. It's okay to express what you're not happy with. You're the empress. You have to get your empire how you want it. You don't have your kings and your queens running around getting up to all sorts. They answer to you, right? What if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? Intention. You are number one. Perhaps you've got too bogged down with your responsibilities, your goals, and you're not taking care of yourself. You're not talking about how you feel. What if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? I think you need to pump yourself and have some me time, and like, put up some strong boundaries. Make sure that you communicate what's going on in your heart and in your mind when you need to. You're not just supposed to like put up with everything. You know what, my sister's an Aries, like, she's very stoic, but she can be stoic to a fault. So I think it's okay to like talk about how you feel. You might want to find an earth sign to do that around. Earth signs are very good at grounding fire signs. And fire signs are very good at pulling up earth signs when we get too much in our feels. A very good like combo. What is it that people adore about Aries? Your kindness. I like to do nice things for others. Perseverance. I don't give up easily. I try and try again. 100%. 100%. You know what's really like, it's such a beautiful paradox about the Emperor is the sense of leadership, the sense of stoicism, the sense of like this tough armor, unbeatable like fire, like unrelenting energy, but so capable of like so much love and caring and spoiling, um like infinite small amounts of love and care and devotion within an emperor. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like limitless. It's very surprising. You can almost be really taken advantage of, um for that. You know, if you let someone into your inner circle, that doesn't belong there. They could really take advantage of it. Okay, so your Empress is going to be ready for you very, very soon. Whether they're male or female, okay, you'll know who it is because they are coming out of a divorce or going through a divorce. The confidence will be a little bit low. They could be a Taurus, they could be a Libra, but they didn't have to be. The main thing is they're divinely guided to be with you. Okay, they probably have no idea what's around the corner, and I don't think you did either, but it's just going to happen. It's just meant to happen, and quite soon. Okay. So I hope you liked that reading. If you're in Aries, please give me a like, share, subscribe, support the channel. Get us to 1,000, please. That would be amazing. And we'll go on to Taurus. Beautiful first reading. You're going to have the Ten of Pentacles together. Yeah, it's the ultimate power couple, the Emperor and the Empress. It doesn't get any better than that. You won't have to do anything to find that union. It's going to be lined up by, you know, like by your spirit team. This is someone that's been picked for you. Because they're worthy of someone like you, okay?